What is up, peeps? This is For The Win TCG, and let's welcome you back to another YouTube video. And hello, Pack-a-Match is back again for another episode. Did that make any sense? Probably not. I'm pretty sure some of you are wondering, though, if Pack-a-Match was going to continue, considering I did discontinue it before. But I am going to be continuing Pack-a-Match. It is going to be every single Wednesday. Today's a Wednesday, I believe. So today we're actually going to be opening a Burning Shadows pack. I wanted to go back a bit in time and open a different pack that's not team up or something more recent. Kind of a bit of an homage to the upcoming rotation, where I think Burning Shadows is one of the sets that will be rotated out. I think I am right there. So with that said, let's open this up and see if we can get anything good. And again, just to reiterate, if you don't understand the rules of Pack-a-Match, it's pretty simple. The rare that we get in this pack, we have to play 2 of in a deck and build a deck fresh out of that card. So Lost City. Okay. All right. Energy can't be attached to defending Pokemon for your opponent's hand during the next turn. Okay. All right. So we're going to be playing an Araquanid deck. That's kind of unique. I've actually never touched that card ever. I didn't really think much of it, but okay, we're going to be playing some weird mill Araquanid deck. Like the nature of the first attack is definitely the one we're going to be using, so let's just do that. We'll go all for like that. We could play another Araquanid. I know there's the bubble one that has bubble trap, which does a decent damage, but I think that doesn't really work with what we're trying to go for here, so I guess we can do this. So anybody in comments has a defender. Okay. I'm kind of just thinking in my head how things are going to work. My main worry is Blacephalon. It would just walk through this deck. So I'm thinking we could play a Sceptile line with Grovyle, because Grovyle can help us find Pokemon. That could be good. Let's get Dewpider in here first. Now we could be cheeky and go for the Water Dewpider and use Brooklet Hill. But I just don't know. Now that I think about it, I don't know to what extent that would be worthwhile. I don't think there's anything else that would really work using Brooklet Hill here. Let's Oranguru for you. We could go for a Zoroark Araquanid deck. I kind of like that. Let's do Zoroark. Let's try this out. So we've only got 3 Zoroarks, so we'll play 3. Let's try Zoroark Araquanid. This is going to be interesting. Okay. Here we go. Let's get those 2 in. Let's just get 2 of the new ones. They look cool. All right. So I think kind of got something going here. There's going to be a lot of... Well, now I think about it, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon in this deck. Let's get just a Lele in here just for a bit extra consistency. He says building a Zoroark deck. I think this is what we're going to roll with here. I really want a tech Pokemon. Something just to throw in that can also attack. I guess in this case, we could just throw Coco in there just for a bit of spread damage. I guess. This is going to be quite a long-winded game. And it is going to be mills. So right, let's just get the DCEs in here for now. I'm not really comfortable playing just pure DCE, though. Is there anything else we could work with here? We could counter energy, but then that makes it a bit weird for the Zoroark. We could do lightning energy and then go for the Tapu Koko Prism Star deal. That can kind of accommodate there. Let's try that out. Might be a bit weird, but we'll give it a shot. Although personally, I prefer playing grass energy, so at least we have the Sharp Fang attack. Okay, let's go back to the Flying Flip Koko, and we'll just go for grass for the time being. I do have to try and do this pretty quickly as well. I am considering putting a timer on it, but I'm not 100% sure just yet. But I am considering, I do need to do it quickly. Considering this is mill, I think I'm more comfortable going for, instead of Choice Band, rather going for Dumbbells. Just to give the Araquanid some survivability. Let's do that. Obviously Elm's Lecture is going to be really important here. We're going to throw 3 in there. I'm pretty confident with a Lele and 3 Elms that things are going to be okay. We could actually netball. That would be pretty fun. We'll just throw one in there just for the secret rare. I think that's pretty dope. I'm really considering throwing in a Pokecom. But let's just get the essentials out of the way. Let's get our draw supporters. So we've got Cynthia. And then we can go for Erica. Although Erica's not really necessary in a Zoroark deck, we could go for Judge. Kind of like the idea of Judge and get a Judge Whistle in there as well. So we can double Judge like that. Kind of like that. That's kind of cool. What else could we do? Well, we're doing it Guzmas, that's for sure. I think we'll go for 3 in this deck. Let's get crushing hammers in here as well. We do need the crushing hammers and enhanced hammers. I'm gonna go for 2 enhanced hammers. Let's do that. The draw support is quite weak though. I'm not really happy with it. We can you know, be a bit weak on our draw support with it being Zorak. I kind of like taking Liza just to give some switch alternatives. Speaking of, I think we're just gonna play switch, and I think that's the deck. It's a bit raw, but that's the whole point, right? It's quite a raw deck. Let's just see how it's looking. Okay. I think this is okay. I think this is all right. Okay, let's give it a shot. Okay, this is the deck. We had to make it quickly. It's all been done. It's all a bit all over the place, not gonna lie. Let's just give it a bit of a name. But I think it's doing what we want in limiting our opponent. Now, we could play, actually thinking about it, we could play Live Forest Stadium, but I don't think that's going to be necessary now that I think about it, because I already have a deck name pack a match. All right, bye-bye, old deck. I don't know what you were called, but bye. I'm just thinking to myself, I don't think it's that critical, considering how low our HP actually is. I think a lot of the time we're going to get one shot anyway, so hopefully that's not the case. But the idea of the deck then is to get Araquanid out, stop our opponent from attaching energy, and mill the energy that they do get to attach, and eventually just decking them out effectively, if not KOing them and taking prizes for victory. But doing 30 damage every time of the attack is really minuscule. So I was thinking of going down a Shrine route, but it's only as good as the deck you come up against at that point then, because if you come up against a GX deck, then it can work pretty well, but if you come up against a non-GX deck, then a little bit of trouble, right? So let's try this out. It's a bit iffy. Wow, 2 mulligans. I do want to check my deck with this Ultra Ball and see if we got a Lele, because Elm is going to be so important here. So let's see if we can get Elm out. Okay, we do have the Lele. It's in our hand. That's the result. Okay, I'll take that. Let's get Elm out. Sweet. And I think discarding the Enhanced Hammer is going to be the idea with this Ultra Ball. I think I'm going to Ultra Ball next turn, though, now that I think about it. Just to get the extra Zorak or Araquanid out. Let's just get everything out here. And I think we're just going to pass at this point. I don't want to switch. I don't want to Ultra Ball. No, I think we just hold it here. I think we can Ultra Ball either for another Zorak or an Araquanid. I would rather Ultra Ball for another Zorak. Considering that... wait, when did... just side thought. When did this come out? Enhanced Summon. Was this reprinted in Burning Shadows as well? If not, if so, that's kind of fitting. Yeah, so I think, yeah, we want to get another Zorak just to get extra draw power. I think that's what I want to do. Just looking at this right now. But it looks like we're up against Malamar. I wonder what Malamar deck this is. The most consistent Malamar deck I've come up against is Giratina Malamar, because it just... You could just need one Giratina. It just keeps coming back no matter what. Oh, Guzma. It's a bit of an interesting choice. What am I going to do? They could try and... Well, it doesn't matter what they Guzma, really. We have the... Oh, yeah. Okay. With that said, I think we're going to go for the switch here. And we really want to get Araquanid out now. See, the issue here, though, is we're up against Malamar. Now, they could just use Malamar to kind of go around the whole trick of stopping them from putting energy into play, because they can just recycle that. Which is a bit of a shame. Okay, let's just, for now, trade away the Enhanced Hammer before we do anything else. Okay, we're going to get rid of Dumbbells. Both Dumbbells? That seems a bit iffy. Guzma and Dumbbell. Get another Zorak out. There we are. Attach Dumbbell to the active. And go for Tate Liza. Now, I'm comfortable playing Tate Liza in this deck because we can also use Zorak to emphasize or effectively get more cards off this Tate Liza. You can play weaker cards at that point, which I think is kind of cool. I think we saved that bench spot for Ranguru. Now that you think about it, let's trade the Dewpider. Oh, I didn't put Rescue Stretch. Oh, that's going to hit us. That might hit us. All right, so we're going to Bubble Net here. And now they can't attach any energy, but of course they can just use Malamar to get it back into play. But at that point, yeah, we need the Ranguru down, Enhanced Hammers, and just recycle a lot of stuff, really. Now that I think about it. So I think this game might just take forever if we just don't go for using Zoroark and just go for the one-hit KOs. Like, we would have got a KO with Zoroark that turn rather than using Araquanid. I really want to use Araquanid because that's what we got in the pack. But just through the nature of this deck that we're up against, I think we just have to use Zoroark. Oh, that's cool. I like that. That's kind of neat. Trying to make Toxapex work. I think that's super cool. That's kind of cool. Fair play to you. Fair play to you for trying that out. I have tried it out myself in the past. It's just not good enough, unfortunately. But fair play to my opponent there for giving it a shot. Ooh, Tails. All right, let's do that again. Oh, Tails. Yikes. Okay, we are definitely going to go for Zoroark. We just can't hang around here. All right, let's take Eliza, and then we're going to get 5 cards and effectively get 9, I think, if I can maths correctly. Trade away the grass energy here. We get to see a lot of cards right now. We do need an energy, though. Trade away the Ultra Ball. What do we get? Energy. DCE. DCE. Ah, rip. Okay, at that point, I guess I just attached to the active with the grass energy, so at least we've got a guaranteed attack next turn. Dumbo onto the Zoroark. I think this is just what we have to do. Now, I could have, if I really wanted to, I could have gone and thrown in Dark Energy so I can Tricks the GX, but honestly, I'm not really thinking too much about using that card. Right. There's a Toxapex. So it's going to go for the Super Intense Poison, and we're going to struggle against that unless we get the energy off, which we kind of have struggled with right now. But they do need to get that Malamar out of the active, so they have to go for a switch or something. Or they could go for that, the retreat with the Altar of the Moon, which is also pretty cool. Just trying to think of what they would do. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame that the one deck we come up against is the one that, you know, can cycle energy around. Because Bubble Net is completely useless there. I guess this card just isn't necessarily good overall because Pikarom works around it so long as you get energy out in the active. So energy out in the first place, because as soon as you go for your full blitz, you've got energy going. All right, you're going to go down there because you're important. And Judge is not really good right now. So I'm going to trade you away. We can Judge Whistle you later if we need to. So that's fine. See if we can find anything valuable. No, I'm just going to play the Cynthia for the time being. And what do we get? Netball's kind of a dead card right here, so let's just get rid of that. Same as the Dewpider, but it's just not that good here. Okay, that's all right. Right, we're just going to hit into it. Yikes. Yikes, yikes, yikes. I mean, maybe I should have thrown in an Ace of Roller because it is a Zoroark deck. Kind of going for the whole Zoroark trick. But I wasn't planning to use Zoroark. I was planning to use the Araquanid. But, hey. Sometimes it don't go that way. Sometimes it be like that. Nonetheless, though, they do need a Psychic Energy. Well, what we could actually do... I was going to say what we could do, but we can't anymore, was use Araquanid to actually stop them from getting that energy from hand. But confident either way that they wouldn't be able to get it regardless. All right, so we have to retreat this with the Tate and Liza so we don't die and attack with this one. Let's do that. I think we have as much freedom as we do right now. It's a Zoroark deck, so I mean, let's just get a KO without trading this turn. I'm on 12 cards. I really don't want to. Hold up. Ah, you cheeky. You cheeky, cheeky, cheeky. In that case, if we find a switch, because I know we have one more. No, we don't. That's a lie. We might have to forcefully retreat here. But with that said, we could Bubble Net for KO. If my maths is correct. Yeah, Bubble Net for KO. Yes, I know they just judged us. Yeah, we could Bubble Net for KO and just stop them from attaching from hand anyway. But they still get the Malamar play. But it can slow them down a little bit whilst we try and stay alive. You know? Could Guzma, but we don't want to do that either. Oh, in that case, I think Guzma is what we have to do. Because they're not going to take any damage. Prevent all effects of attack, including damage. Yeah. So, I think what we do is we might take the opportunity here and just take out the Dawn Wings. It's super risky because we're just giving them a prize as well. But I think we have to just speed up the game here. Okay, let's do some trading. Let's go to the Araquanid and the Zorua. See what we fall into here. Judge, not necessary. Yeah, let's... Oh, this is tough, man. This is a tough decision making. That's classic Zoroark, though. All right. Here we go. I think we only have 90 HP, 100 HP on that thing, so they're going to KO us, but I'm kind of okay with this. Just taking this out while it's here, and then we can take out the Toxapex with the Araquanid. So, yeah. So we take it out with the Araquanid so they can't attach from hand, which means they only get a maximum of 2 energy into play, which a traditional Malamar won't be able to fully utilize because usually they play cards with 3 energy to attack, like Dawnwings and Giratina and Deoxys and Necrozma, and they usually all require some like 3 energy to be able to get something off. Oh, you cheeky! Of course you've gone and done that. Of course you've gone and done that. Alright, what are they going to attack with? Lele? What are they going to attack with this turn? That's interesting. It's very interesting. Now, bear in mind, they still can't attack from hand once we get an Araquanid out. But honestly, the aggression that Zoroark is giving us right now is just too good to pass up. We have to just put Araquanid down, unfortunately, because Malamar just works around it. My big fear, though, is just go, yeah, this is why. So my big fear is using Araquanid, stopping them from attaching from hand, and then they just Ultra Ball 2 energy away and then get them out into play anyway. Which is just really tough. Okay, with that said, we're taking this out now. Like, this is an opportunity to get rid of it. So we could go for Araquanid this turn, but we just won't get the KO. We do want to take it out. Like, let's just attach energy to the Rangoon in case we need to resource management to stay alive in the game. Yeah, we have to Guzma. I don't want to trade anymore because we're going to lose. Yeah, let's get rid of that. And I think at that rate, how many Guzmas have we used? So we got, well, no, we're out of Guzmas. Oh, they've quit. Okay. Okay, I was a bit worried there. So Zoroark kind of just carried us through the game as it would. I mean, it's Zoroark. Zoroark's the best partner because it is a great bench sitting support Pokemon, but also a great attacker, so it's just great all round. So I thought it worked with the deck because we can draw into our crushing hammers and enhanced hammers when we need them the most. We could utilize Judge to limit our opponent. I thought Zoroark would be really good with Araquanid, which, well, this was pretty much just a Zoroark deck, unfortunately, considering that Araquanid wasn't able to do anything. But sometimes that's the outcome of Pack-a-Match. The main goal of Pack-a-Match really is to build a deck around the card we get, not always to use it to its fullest extent. But with that said, do leave a like if you did enjoy it, and of course do subscribe for more. And tomorrow we will have another episode of the challenge series, so stay tuned for that. I'm really looking forward to this. It's going to be a pretty fun one. But yeah, with that said, I think I've said everything, right? Yeah, please do take care. Peace.